Why Johnny Depp has never won an Oscar. Johnny Depp is one of the most popular and acclaimed actors of our generation, but he has never won an Oscar. Why is that? Some say it's because he's being typecast in eccentric roles, while others believe the Academy simply doesn't recognize his talent. Whatever the reason, it's a shame that Johnny Depp hasn't been able to take home an Oscar despite his many great performances. There are a few possible explanations. His collaborations with Tim Burton became more frequent and popular, but his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl was a turning point in his career. It's also worth noting that Depp isn't interested in winning an Oscar, and he's more focused on taking the roles he wants and likes. Speaking to Vanity Fair in 2015, Depp shared he doesn't want to win one of those things ever, saying that he doesn't want to have to talk and that the idea of winning means that you're in competition with someone and he's not in competition with anybody. Criticism towards the Academy and its criteria grows more and more each year, and while his fans would like to see him hold the golden statue someday, Johnny Depp prefers to focus his attention and energy on taking the roles he likes. Pirates of the Caribbean was a major box office success and gave Depp his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor in 2004, followed by a second one the next year for his role as J.M. Barrie in Finding Neverland, and another one in 2008 for his performance as Sweeney Todd in Tim Burton's musical Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. However, Depp didn't win the Oscar on any of those occasions and hasn't been nominated again, leading viewers to wonder why he hasn't won an Oscar yet, and there are different reasons for that. Depp had a minor role in Oliver Stone's Platoon before landing the lead role in the police procedural TV series 21 Jump Street, which established him as a teen idol. Although the series made him a widely known name in the industry, he wasn't comfortable with the experience of being a teen idol and started choosing roles based on interest rather than box office success. This led him to star in movies like John Waters' Crybaby, Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands, and the coming-of-age drama What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And he started getting nominations for different awards. The discussion here is based purely on Johnny Depp's acting ability and not touching on his personal life. After reading a fair bit about his recent personal troubles, I have my own views on the matter like everyone else. His abominable crimes should be punished severely, and he be stripped of any awards or work. Therefore, in these sorts of cases there is no debate about how they should be judged. Yet there are some actors who have either fallen foul of the law or upset people with outspoken comments. This may sometimes be out of character or done under pressure or stress caused by problems an individual may be going through at the time. I'm sure Johnny Depp has his demons and is certainly not an angel. In this category we may have all done something in the past which has fallen below the standards we set ourselves. I guess it depends on the severity of the crime and whether a sincere apology is appropriate and sufficient to end the matter. If this is the case, then should their work be permanently punished after the event? We know Hollywood can be a very unforgiving institution. For example, a huge actor like Mel Gibson has found it hard to get a list work ever since his offenses. Even going as far back as 1920s, artists have found Hollywood very unforgiving. Fatty Arbuckle was a huge and extremely popular silent film actor and comedian. When in 1921 he was implicated in the rape and accidental death of another actress in a hotel. Arbuckle was acquitted, but after the scandal some of his films were banned and he hardly worked in movies again. It is fair to say at this point that, if he really was guilty, then he fully deserved this and much more. But he was acquitted and, if innocent, then he paid a very high price for the accusation. Like any other business, Hollywood looks at what makes money, and if it feels a film may not make as much with an actor who has done wrong, then they are likely to be ostracized. I believe that Johnny Depp will now certainly find it much harder to win the Treasured Award, but should he have already won one? I found myself asking this question as, every time I see him in a film, I believe he adds extra quality, even to average films. I saw him recently in a film called The Professor, 2018. It's not a great film, but I enjoyed it principally down to Depp's performance and the witty charm he brings to the role. There is no doubt that Depp is a very versatile actor who is not afraid to take risks in his trade. With his looks, he may have found it easier to play mainstream, more appealing characters, but he is a real actor who wants to challenge himself. If you take someone of similar age like Tom Cruise, he is a decent actor but has rarely taken risks in his acting career by sticking to what he does best. There is nothing wrong with this, but it is not in Johnny Depp's makeup to stick to the conventional. This magical modern fairy tale in Depp's portrayal received great acclaim from critics, for which he was nominated for a Golden Globe. Depp then went on to give strong performances in Arizona Dream, 1993, Benny and Joon, 1993, and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, 1993. I really loved Depp in Benny and Joon, which earned him another Golden Globe nomination. Gilbert Grape is a beautiful film, and, even though Leonardo DiCaprio gives a fine performance, it is Depp's understated acting that holds the film together like his character does. Depp then followed this with a further Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor, Comedy or Musical for Tim Burton's Ed Wood, 1994, a biographical comedy on the cult director. Depp's cult movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, 1998, is a sort of Marmite film. You either love it or hate it. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया तो प्लीज़ इस वीडियो को लाइक करें, और अगर आपको ऐसी और वीडियोस देखनी है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाएं। टिल देन सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो।